Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to Past Pirate Pay, the movie discussion show. My name is Ken. I'm your host alongside my co-host, Andy. Andy, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, Ken. How you doing?
Doing pretty good, pretty good. We got ourselves a trio of fairly new movies this week on the theme of creepy kids.
Creepy kids.
And yeah, we might also have dubbed the theme for this week really, really messed up plots. These are movies where some really, truly screwed up stuff happens.
Yeah, that does. I just thought, you make a good point.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm excited. You know, you and I, as we know, both love our horror movies, and these movies have some horrific stuff going on. So
yeah,
it's I'm excited.
They did
to
not
get into
shy
it.
away. No pulling, no punches.
No. So yeah, this week we're going to be doing The First Omen from 2024, and then Bring Her Back from 2025, and in theaters now, Weapons. So yeah,
a lot of recent movies.
Yeah,
these are all.
Yeah, we
new ones.
We got creepy kids coming out of the woodwork these days, you know. All right, so let's get started. Our first movie is The First Omen from 2024. It's directed by Arkasha Stevenson. This movie stars Nell Tiger-Free as Margaret, a young American woman who is coming to Rome in the early 70s to become a nun.
Mm-hmm.
Nell Tiger-Free, I know her from Game of Thrones. Did you recognize her?
I didn't, but I think she's really hot.
Yeah, she played Marcella Lannister.
Marcella Lannister,
the daughter of Jaime and Cersei Lannister, who she's often Dorne, and then she winds up getting killed on the boat. You remember that?
I think so. Yeah.
So yeah,
I forget they had a daughter.
Yeah. She like got shipped off in the middle of in season 2. And then you kind of forget about her until they need her to come back for the plot points, whatever. But
okay.
I thought it was noteworthy because she the British accent playing a credible American in this movie, and she's pretty good. Yeah, and as you mentioned, very easy on the eyes.
Yeah, hot nun.
That's right.
My favorite kind.
Isn't there a movie that came out recently with Sydney Sweeney as a nun? Apparently hot nuns are making a
big
comeback.
Big old titty nun.
But yeah, so over the course of her becoming a nun, she starts to realize that there's a conspiracy going on.
Did you explain this is a prequel to The Omen?
No, I did not. Yeah, it is. This is a prequel to The Omen.
How did you feel about The Omen? Did you?
I think it's fine. I don't really.
You don't think it's a classic? You don't think?
I mean, it's definitely
in the pantheon of great horror films.
It just doesn't really do it for me. I didn't think it's. I think it's an okay movie.
I've always been a fan.
Really,
I've always liked it. Yeah.
I've never seen any of the sequels or anything. I've only ever seen the first one. There are a couple of cool images in the original movie, but a lot of great horror in the 70s, and that one just doesn't stack up with me. I don't think it's anywhere near on the level of The Exorcist or
Rosemary's Baby.
Or Rosemary's Baby for sure. Or
I think it's right there with Rosemary's Baby.
Really? No, I think Rosemary's Baby is way, way better.
Okay.
And this movie kind of feels more like Rosemary's Baby than The Omen to me.
Yeah, it does have a lot of because it deals with
it's dealing
Damien's
with the mother. It's dealing with the mother rather than the kid himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we learn in this movie that the reason that Damien has been brought to life.
Did we not know this? Because it's been a long time since I've seen The Omen. Did we not know why they were bringing?
If that was discussed
why
in
the
original,
church was bringing the Antichrist in.
Right. If it was discussed in the original movie, I don't remember it. But yeah, so it's I always assumed that it was rogue elements inside the church who were trying to destroy the world or whatever. But what it's revealed in this movie is that
it's a false flag operation.
Yeah, the Catholic Church wants to create the Antichrist to make people start believing in the church again. It's oh my God,
what could go wrong?
Yeah, right. It's oh my God, we got this Antichrist over here. I better get my ass back to church and douse myself in some holy water to keep this Antichrist from screwing everything up.
The whole thing about the Antichrist is we don't know he's the Antichrist till it's too late, right?
It's very strange. It's a very strange plot device. But yeah, so I will say that as movie villains go, the Catholic Church is second only to the Nazis. If you want to have movie villains, the ridiculous pomp and circumstance behind all of the rituals of the Catholic Church, when you subvert them into evil, it just makes everything super creepy and weird. And it's this is.
I was thinking the same thing when I was watching it. I'm like, God damn, if you want a good villain, just put the Catholics in there.
It's so good. It's just so good, because nuns are creepy, like just in general. You think of these women who are just sealing themselves up in seclusion for their entire lives to be married to Jesus.
All the costumes.
Yeah, and it's like every time you see
the artwork,
every time you see like nuns as school teachers or whatever, they're always like beating on kids,
or murdering Indians.
Well, yeah, that's. I don't think that's a problem in Rome. That was
here. That was our
Oklahoma. Yeah, that's more of an Oklahoma thing.
Definitely our Catholics. Yeah, but I'm sure it was sanctioned.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm sure old John Paul II. He was totally okay with all that stuff that's going on in the United States.
We also can't forget their centuries-year-old epidemic of child rape.
Right. Yeah.
There's that too, which makes them the creepiest of the creepy.
Right.
Not even the Nazis did that.
Yeah.
Nazis were classier than that.
So I want to get this on the record. You're pro-Nazi then?
No, I didn't say that. Let's not jump to conclusions here.
But anyway, back to the movie. So a lot of the great stuff in this movie, it just comes from like subverting Catholic imagery. The movie starts. There's an old priest, also played by a Game of Thrones cast member, Charles Dance, who played Tywin Lannister.
And wasn't the other priest in Game of Thrones too?
I don't think so. He looked kind of familiar, but I couldn't place him. I don't.
No. He was in The Witch.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah, he was the dad in The Witch.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he is basically, at the very beginning, the movie starts with him confessing that he was a part of this plot to bring on the Antichrist and like upset that he has done it.
Yeah.
And then a spire falls off of a building and like rips the back of his head off.
Right. An homage to the First Omen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To what happens in the original movie.
Yeah.
There's another great scene where a nun, like wearing a super creepy smile, just like climbs up a few stories on this building overlooking a courtyard where everybody's there, and just lights herself on fire
and hangs herself.
And then hangs herself.
Which the light, because remember when in the First Omen when the nanny hung herself for Damien?
Oh,
it's
that's
all for
right,
you, Damien.
all for you.
This was another homage too.
Yeah. See, I guess my not being as familiar because it's been so long since I've seen The Omen. I kind of forgot. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
one.
there was a lot of homages too. And it should be,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's
an Omen movie.
doing good prequel work. This is like this is a movie that does the things you're supposed to do when you're trying to connect a story by telling a new one.
Yeah, keep the same vibe as the old one, and tell a fresh new story at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. There's another great scene. Margaret, the new novitiate, she's got this roommate named Luce, who is another sexy nun. She's loose is loose, as she's her thing is like, I'm about to give up my entire life to the church, but before I do that, I'm gonna get some experiences. So she takes Margaret out to this nightclub.
Rumspringer.
Yeah, exactly. And they're hooking up with some dudes, and she gets Margaret blackout drunk, which we later find out was by design,
part of the plan.
Do some stuff. But the dude that Margaret was hooking up with when they go to this nightclub, she later encounters him on the street, and like they have this really intense encounter where he's like terrified. He doesn't even want to look at her.
Right.
And then he's just like split in half by an oncoming car. Like crashed into a wall and just like.
And she like lifts him up.
Yeah, she lifts up. She tries to lift him out of the wreckage and like comes away with just his torso. It's like, whoa, my God. So yeah, I mean, this movie it's not going to change your life, but I feel like it's an effective horror movie. It's creepy. The creepy kid in this movie. So Margaret,
the creepy kid.
Yeah, so Margaret, the girl's name is Carlita, that Margaret suspects is the next Antichrist, right? So the problem with the Antichrist is it has to be male, and all of the women who get fucked by the devil to try to create the Antichrist, they somehow keep getting impregnated with girls.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, this is no good. So Carlita is another one of these girls, and all of the nuns are like, oh, she's troubled. We have to like, there's like a room. It's like the bad room. They just keep her locked in this like closet for her entire life because she's a biter, and because, they're basically trying to keep her under wraps because she's the child of the devil.
Right. She's one of the offcasts.
Yeah. But, she's a really creepy kid. And, we eventually see that she has the mark of the beast on the inside of on the roof of her mouth.
Roof of her mouth. Yeah.
So that's another cool one. She's got the 666 there. So Margaret sets off on her whole mission with the other priests that we talked about. We're going to save Carlita from whatever nefarious thing they're trying to do with her to create this conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert. Spoilers for The First Omen ahead. Skip to minute marker 13 minutes or the next chapter. You have been warned.
We learn that it is, in fact, Margaret herself, who was another offspring of the devil. And so these Catholic conspiracy guys, they come up with this great plan. Wait a minute. What if we have this woman who is the daughter of the devil, and then we have the devil impregnate her again, and we get like a closed loop kind of situation until we get the one that we want. So
what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? So, eventually Margaret comes to realize that she had been impregnated on the night when she blacked out on her Rumspringa by the devil. And, you know, she like goes through this really feral kind of visceral thing where it's like she hasn't, you know, I guess devil pregnancies don't work the same way as normal pregnancies.
Really fast gestation
right,
period.
Exactly. Just like 1 second she's fine, and the next minute she's like this ready to burst. You know, the devil is ready to come popping out of her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she gives birth to twins, and one of them is a boy, and you know, she's like, oh, can I hold him? And everybody's just like in Rosemary's Baby. It's like, oh, it's important for the mother, the mother and the child to have this connection, right?
Yeah.
And so the priest, the head conspirator priest guy, comes and brings her the baby, and she kills him. Yeah. But then she can't bring herself to kill her own baby, so that's how Damien is able to be taken to America to become the monster that he would become. But the devil did too much.
A twist.
Devil did too much impregnating. So she was pregnant with twin devil babies. So the room where she's giving birth is burning down, and they were just like, okay, just leave her and the baby to burn. It doesn't matter. We don't care about the girl anyway. But she is able to escape, and she's off
with
living
the help of the creepy kid.
Yeah, with the creepy Carlita.
So now we have 3 of the devil spawn.
Yep, 3 devil daughters
who have gotten out.
Yeah, and you know, have they made the second First Omen yet?
No, but I hear it's in the works.
Yeah, because the ending of this movie is clearly setting us up for a sequel, right? It's like years later after Margaret has given birth to Damien, she and Carlita and the devil daughter are living somewhere in the mountains in the wilderness, and they get a warning. It's like, the church is gonna come looking for you. We're gonna have to worry about that. So yeah, that's still to come.
That's kind of a fun idea. 3 of the devil spawn, like maybe trying to take down the male Antichrist.
I mean, I'll go see this movie when they make First Omen Part 2. I'll be there. I'll go see it. That seems pretty good.
So what would you give the First Omen? Would you give it a pass, pirate, or pay?
This is a pirate for me.
Yeah,
I like it, but I don't love it. It was fine.
I think I'm there with you.
Yeah,
it was definitely entertaining.
Yeah,
and it was a lot of creepy ass imagery.
Yep. And I think, like
fun
I said,
death scenes.
I think Nell Tiger Free is a good actor. I think she does a good she does really good work in this movie.
Yeah.
You know, even though it's not a heavyweight kind of part, I would think she's
I don't know, man. That scene where she was outside of after the car wreck when she was like when her water was breaking.
Yeah,
that was pretty intense.
Yeah, like the way
she pretty intense
the physical nature of what she was doing there, like where she's like trembling, shaking,
like possessed almost.
Yeah, like I said, I kind of felt like it was feral to me.
Yeah.
I was actually struck by it. I was like, wow, she's good. She's doing good work in this movie. You know. So yeah, but yeah, it's a pirate. It's
a pirate.
It's
for
a
me
good
too.
movie, but
yeah,
you know. Okay, our second movie today is Bring Her Back from 2025.
This was a hell ride.
Written and directed by Danny and Michael Philibou. These guys, there's 2 Australian guys who, this is their second movie. Their first one was Talk to Me. Did you see Talk to Me?
I love Talk to Me.
I think Talk to Me was really good.
Yeah.
So I was very excited to see this one.
And these dudes started, I don't know if I told you about this, but these dudes started making like just dumb YouTube videos.
Yeah, you told me that.
Packed with weird visual effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this movie is, whoa, this is a ride. This movie is quite a ride. So it starts off with like home video footage of like these people speaking Russian, and there's like a person, like a kid being hanged to
Yeah,
death.
it reminded me of like the footage that like one of your gross friend sends you.
Like a snuff film.
Yeah,
Look at this shit I found.
And before you know what you're looking at one of those horrific things you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And you turn it off.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that.
It's really weird, and it's like I don't know what. And for a long time in this movie gives out its information very slowly. So a lot of the fun of the movie is like
figuring out what is going on. Yeah.
This movie is weird. Things are happening, and I don't get it. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But the main story, the main part of the movie is these two kids. They're stepbrother and sister, or half brother and sister. I can't remember.
I think half.
Did they both have the same dad?
I think
was
so.
he I couldn't remember. But anyway, there's a teenage boy, he's 17, and his sister, she is blind.
Mhm.
And they're living with their father, and he dies. And so they have to go into foster care. And the boy, he's like a few months away from turning 18. So he's just like, we just have to live in this foster house for a couple of months. And then I turn 18 and I can become your guardian and I can take care of you. So this kid is very protective of his sister, and they have like this kind of sweet relationship where, you know, she's like constantly making fun of him and wisecracking at his expense. But you could tell, you know, that like her well-being is the most important thing for him.
Yeah.
So they get to this house. Their foster mother is this woman played by Sally Hawkins, who I know best from The Shape of Water.
Yeah.
She's the lead in that movie, which is, to my mind, like one of the great movie performances of the last like 10 years.
It was really good.
I think she's so fantastic in that movie. My thought on her is I feel like she was born 100 years too late, because like she's like one of the great face actors of all time.
Yeah.
So if she were a silent movie icon, like her face is so expressive, which is why The Shape of Water works so well. Like you can just look at her face and just like she can convey everything she needs to just from like an expression on her face.
Yeah.
And this movie, she's doing a lot of that too, even though she can talk. But yeah, I just love her, and I think in this movie she is like having an actor of her caliber in this kind of movie, which is kind of trashy and you know, like shocking in a lot of the things that it's doing.
Yeah.
But to have it grounded on this performance, and having her, because she winds up being the villain of the story, she doesn't seem so much monstrous as just a woman dealing with trauma. And exactly, like she's just, you know. But anyway, so yeah, weird things are happening. But when the two kids come to her foster home, they find that she has another kid in her care, and this kid is like, if you want to talk creepy kids, this kid Oliver has to be on the Mount Rushmore of all time creepy kids. Like he's up there with the twin girls in The Shining. Like this kid is creepy
the
as
children of the
hell.
corn.
Yeah, like this kid. What is going on with it? He's got like dead eye. He's like his eyes are bloodshot and bleeding, and like he's got this dead expression on his face.
Teeth are all fucked up.
Like the first time we really see him like trying to strangle her cat out in this like emptied pool that she has in her backyard, and it's like, what is going on with this kid? He doesn't talk. It's all really strange. So this movie had one of the all-time like cringy, grotesque, amazing images that I could ever remember seeing in a movie. I hope you do, because when it happened, I was like,
there were two for me in this movie, and both were the kid.
So the one that really got me, where like I think I physically groaned in my, just watching it alone in my living room. It was like, ah!
Oh, I think I did that too. Yeah.
Where, okay, so the boy Andy is he's left alone with Oliver, and Sally Hawkins and the blind girl are off doing something else. So Oliver's locked in this bedroom because he's creepy and we can't trust him to be out on his own.
Yeah.
But so Andy's like, no, screw this. I'm gonna let this kid out, and I'm gonna try to, you know, like let this be nice to him and see what happens if we show this kid some kindness.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'm gonna cut up some fruit. So he takes this like gigantic chef's knife and starts cutting up some fruit, and he spears a piece of fruit as a cantaloupe or something with the knife, and hands the knife to Oliver so that he can eat the fruit. And Oliver just starts eating the knife,
point in,
blade up, like cutting through his upper
just
teeth,
chomping on the knife.
It's so gross.
It is like I was like, ah,
yeah,
I did the same thing. I was like, oh my god,
it's so gross
and so unexpected.
Like he's just like literally chomping down on this knife as the blade of the knife is slicing through his teeth and his gums. It's so disgusting.
It's really hardcore.
It's amazing. It's like, holy shit. Like that. Oh my God. It's so
And just how it comes out of nowhere too.
Yeah.
Like the scene before it, like he like you said, he's like trying to be nice to the
Yeah.
kid and he's making him some
Yep.
fruit
Yep.
and like you do not see that coming.
No. Like
And then
like,
he's holding the knife like this,
Yeah.
like in his hands, like blade.
oh.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's rough.
It's incredible. It's incredible. And I couldn't believe, I don't know how they pulled it off. I don't know, like, gotta be prosthetics or something. Like, kudos.
I don't know, but I would love to know.
Kudos to them for that.
Yeah.
Like that shot is gonna stick with me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It's just like, holy shit, this is incredible. But yeah, so this movie does a thing that a lot of movies do, where it's like, so Sally Hawkins is the villain, and the boy, the older brother Andy, is standing in the way of what she wants, which we'll get to that in a minute after. But so she is going out of her way to like discredit Andy, right? She
Right.
wants to make it seem like he is unstable because his plan is to take his sister away as soon as he's old enough to do it. And she can't have that because she needs the girl. So she does a lot of things, like she like pisses in a glass and then pours the piss on his pants while he's sleeping,
Yeah.
which because she's drugged him. So he's not going to remember it. And he wakes up and he thinks he's started wetting the bed again. And just like making it seem like he is violent and deranged. Like at one point she walks in on the blind girl while she's sleeping and is just like staring at her. And then she just rips a punch right in the girl's face after like dousing herself in Andy's deodorant to make it seem like, because she can't see, right? So she's gonna wake up with this clock, black eye, having just been punched really hard, and smell her brother, and like this is what you want to think. There's a lot of elaborate stuff going on like that. I'm just like, what is going on with this woman? And then we see her watching the home video from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And we see more of that stuff happening. And it's like, why is she watching this? Why does she have this tape? What is going on?
Spoiler alert. Spoilers for Bring Her Back Ahead. Skip to minute marker 28 minutes or the next chapter. You have been warned.
And this is when I was talking at the top of the show about the deranged mind that would have to think about what's going on. So we see from this Russian VHS tape the basic plot of what the entire movie is going for, where there's a demon of some sort.
Yeah.
And so Oliver, the reason he's so creepy is that he has been implanted with this demon. And what Sally Hawkins is going to do is she's going to employ this demon to bring her dead daughter back to life.
Hence the title.
Yes, bring her back. And the way this happens is
It's a very precise method.
so you have a dead kid, you need an alive kid, and you have to kill the alive kid in the same manner that the first dead kid has been killed in.
Right, but then you also need a creepy kid.
Then you need the creepy kid with the with the demon inside of him.
Right.
So the demon kid, then you see the two dead bodies, the one you want to bring back and the one you want to put the brought back person into.
Yeah.
They're both laying there. The
Yeah.
demon kid then eats the face and brain of the first dead kid.
Right.
Then crawls
That's the
over.
method.
Then crawls over to the second dead kid and vomits brain and presumably soul into the mouth of the other kid, who then comes to life as the first dead kid.
As the first dead kid, yeah. That's right, Ken. I'm glad you got it.
Oh,
In case
man.
we need to do that at some point.
Oh man! Like once I realized it, like when you're watching the VHS tape of the demon kid vomiting brains back into the mouth of the other kid, I'm like, this movie is insane. Who are these people that could come up with this movie? It's so amazing. Like, I'm just in awe of the creativity and just like, I don't know, weirdness, psychosis
And
of
singularity.
a person. Yeah, like the thought that it took to have somebody come up with this and then turn it into a movie and then put an Oscar nominated actress at the center of it is just like, what a time to be alive. So we learn that Sally Hawkins has a dead daughter, and she kind of resembles the little blind girl. So this is where
She was blind,
yeah,
right?
she was also blind. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's why the blind girl is so important. And it was revealed, is it hinted at, I think, that Sally Hawkins had something to do with the death of their father? I think she says something that hints
I don't
along the
know.
way. I think she says something along the way that it's like, I'm going to kill this girl's dad so that I can get access to her because she's the one that I need to receive the.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure about that. I can't remember.
But yeah. I mean, holy cow. What a crazy movie. What a crazy movie. Yeah. So Sally Hawkins is going to kill the little blind girl. And Oliver is going to munch on the frozen corpse of Sally Hawkins' daughter.
Yeah.
And then spew it back into the little blind girl's mouth, and everybody's gonna live happily ever after.
Right.
I don't know what's gonna happen to Oliver after he completes his mission. That's not really discussed, right?
No, but I imagine Oliver's job is over.
Right. But does then the demon leave his body and then he just goes back to being a normal kid, except his teeth are all fucked up because he ate a chef's knife?
I don't know. I mean, the very ending kind of leads you to believe that it might.
Exactly, because he winds up, turning out kind of okay, I guess, at the end.
Happy ending for old Oliver.
Yeah, the demon leaves his soul, and he's just like, "Hey, I'm back, everybody."
Did I eat a knife?
Oh man, but yeah, so let's bring her back.
There was another scene that really got me.
Oh yeah,
was where he was eating the table.
Oh yeah, that's right. This kid is like, I guess the demon inside of him is just hungry for anything, right? So at one point we see him walking in, and he's just chewing on this wooden kitchen table,
really hard,
going right at it.
on
Yeah,
it, just teeth everywhere.
Yeah, like he is going full termite on this thing, and it's just like, what?
Yeah, I thought this movie was fun.
Yeah.
It was like what I really love, and I think mostly all three of these movies, maybe not so much the First Omen, a little bit though. I love movies where you don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
Like Strange Darling was like that.
Oh yeah, fantastic.
Like I didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, fantastic.
I just love it when I don't know where they're going.
Somebody was just telling me that Strange Darling, the studio was really pressuring JT Mulner to tell the story in sequential order.
That would have ruined the whole movie.
I wouldn't even understand what the point of the movie. Like, why are you bothering to make the movie?
Then you're just making a formulaic movie.
Right.
Like,
Because
keeping us guessing is the fun part.
Yep. And this movie is exactly the same. I spent this entire movie wondering just what is going on. I have everybody is behaving really strangely. This kid is all-time creepy. What is happening? And then when they finally reveal the things that are actually happening, it's so crazy. And it's like, wow.
Yeah.
It's just like hat tip. You guys are doing great work.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So is that it, Ken?
Yeah, that's it.
Would you bring her back a pass, pirate, or pay?
Oh, it's a pay for sure.
Yeah. Pay for me too.
Super fun. I actually really wish that I don't even know if this movie came to theaters here.
It did.
Did it?
It did. It was out for a little while. My friend Kristen was asking me to go see it, and I couldn't jive up a time.
I'm very unhappy. I wish I could have seen this movie in a movie theater. I bet it would have been a lot of fun. It seems like it would have been great. Like, man, I can't even imagine when that kid starts eating the knife. What a movie theater audience reaction would have been. You know what I mean? It's just insane. But yeah, I love this movie. All right, our final movie today is 2025's Weapons, written and directed by Zach Kreger. This is another one where you don't know what's going on for the whole time.
Another thing I loved about this movie.
Yep.
So let me ask you something before you start. You saw the trailers for this, right?
Yeah.
Did you make any guesses as to what was going? Because they set up a mystery in the trailer.
Yeah.
That is really intriguing and really creepy looking and fun.
Yeah.
And then it got me thinking, what could this possibly be?
Okay. I wasn't really thinking about it when I saw the trailers, but when the movie started, like 10 minutes into the movie, I was like, oh, I get it. I know what's going to happen.
Okay. And what did you think?
I thought it was going to wind up that Julia Garner was the villain all along.
Okay.
And obviously I was quite wrong.
But villain, did you guess how she was the villain?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
I thought it was a military experiment.
Okay.
In the trailers, I thought this is a military experiment gone awry. And
Interesting.
they're going to figure it out.
Yeah. That's interesting because it is. Yeah, it is curious that it's called Weapons, right? Because for a long time we don't really understand why
But
that's
that's
the title
why
of the
I
movie.
thought that. Yeah.
for sure.
Mhm.
But yeah, so we learn from the movie starts with creepy kid narration.
Yeah.
There's a child who we never see in the movie telling the story about how one day all but one of the kids in this one teacher's third grade class just decide to run out of their homes and vanish to who knows where. Right.
Mhm.
And we see, because this movie takes place now and there are doorbell cameras on people's houses and surveillance cameras and things like that. We see that these kids, as they're leaving their houses, they're like putting their arms out like they're playing airplane and just running as fast as they
Kind of
can.
like a V.
Yeah.
Like, pointed down.
Yeah.
Do you want to know where that came from?
Yeah. Where?
I saw online it was in the script
Okay.
that they were running like that.
Okay.
And the reason they described it, they running like the girl in the photograph, the Vietnamese photograph where she's got the napalm and she's naked. Remember that photograph?
Yeah.
And she's running away and her body's like burnt and she's got her hands down in that formation.
Interesting.
They wanted because that was creepy to them.
Yeah, I mean it is. You see all of these surveillance camera shots of all these kids just running in the exact same fashion,
Right, and silhouetted in the street lights.
Yep,
And,
it's creepy. Yeah, like this is definitely a creepy kid movie. We're in creepy kid territory here. So yeah, this movie is told. We talked about Strange Darling. This movie is kind of told in a similar fashion, where it's told episodically,
Right.
where each section of the movie is telling the same story from a different character's point of view. And so, like, we start off with the teacher Julia Garner plays.
Should we give a spoiler alert right at the beginning of this?
I guess so. It's going to be hard to talk about this movie without giving stuff away.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Okay. So
spoiler alert right at the beginning.
Yeah. Just
right at the top.
Go see Weapons and then come listen to this
Yeah.
show. Yeah. So the first section is Julia Garner's character, and we learn that she's, struggling to try to understand why this is happening to her. But at the same time, a lot of the parents of the kids are like, what happened? This woman did something. Why did she do this thing? Josh Brolin plays one of the kids' dads, and he is the most vocal. Like, something is going on with this woman. We see that she is an alcoholic, and we first see her. There's a cop that apparently she used to be romantically involved with, and he's a recovering alcoholic who is now engaged to the chief of police's daughter.
Yeah.
But that doesn't stop him from coming out to a bar to, kind of see if Julia's doing okay because of the stuff that's going on with the kids. So they wind up, having some drinks and then having some fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's, she's trying to do all this investigating. She's following the one kid who doesn't disappear. She's like trying to talk to him, even though nobody wants her to talk to him. She's following him home. She's like, I'm going to figure this thing out. She's playing junior detective. Never works for her. She's not getting to figure anything out. So I learned recently that Zach Kreger got his start as a sketch comedian. Did you know that?
I was Whitest Kids You Know.
Yeah, he's in the Whitest Kids You Know. I had no idea. And
I love the Whitest Kids You Know.
I'm not familiar with them at all.
Oh, they're funny.
But he's basically like the British version of Jordan Peele, except he's American.
I guess so, yeah.
Where he's this guy who comes from comedy and decides to start making horror movies. But he's doing horror comedy in a way that you don't really see very often, right? Like when you hear horror comedies, you generally think of either goofy stuff like Scary Movie or things like that, or things that are like satires, right? Like Jordan Peele movies or like Scream.
Okay.
Zach Kreger just seems to understand that you can make something that is creepy and scary and hilarious at the same time.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's a scene where Julia Garner is in her car, camped outside the surviving kid's house, like waiting to see something or whatever, but she falls asleep. And then all of a sudden the door opens and the kid's mother comes out the door and like raises her arm, wielding a pair of scissors in like this terrifying, like what? It's a really weird, crazy moment.
Yeah.
Like what is this woman doing? But it's also hilarious, right?
Yeah,
like
because of the way she's walking and moving.
She's like, it's just really weird. And it's like, everybody in the theater while I was watching it, were all laughing. But at the same time, it's like, what is going to happen? And this woman goes and stalks Julia Garner in her car and then gets in the back seat of the car with her while she's sleeping. And it's like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And it's so intense, but it's also so funny.
Yeah.
So Amy Madigan, so she plays Gladys, who it is eventually revealed is the driving force behind everything that happens in this movie, right? And Gladys is an old woman. She's got some kind of cancer or something. It's never really spelled out, but she
We don't even know
has.
how old she is.
We don't. I see. That's the thing. Like my suspicion is that I think we're supposed to think that she is like centuries old.
Yeah.
You know. So she has this like spiny bush thing plant that she has, and it's like a magic tree that she can, if she breaks off sticks off of this tree and then wraps them in the hair of some person, she can then
involve some blood, right? There's some blood magic,
and she has to prick herself to make herself bleed, so she can use that as like all she has to do is break a stick with someone's hair on it and her blood on it, and that person is marked for death from some of the titular weapons in this movie. Because Gladys also has the power where if she gets an artifact that belongs to someone, she can then do some more crazy kooky magic stuff and turn that person into a mindless slave whose only purpose is to murder. Like Gladys sticks this person on someone, and that person will not stop until he's the Terminator, right? I'm gonna come and I'm gonna murder this person.
Yeah.
But Gladys is played by Amy Madigan in such a funny way. Like she's super
and still creepy.
Really creepy.
Yeah.
And the way she's dressed, she looks like her face has all of this really over the top like clownish makeup on.
Yeah, her hair,
and her hair is all weird, and she's just really creepy looking, but she's like super folksy and friendly with everybody as she's talking to them, and it's like this woman is very unsettling all of the time, right? But yeah, so we eventually learn that the reason why the kids are running, when you see them in the videos, they're running with their arms out. It's just because that when they are weaponized, that's what they do. That's how they. That's what, when they're under her control, that's how they run.
Yeah.
And the way we learn this, my favorite part of this movie is the part with Benedict Wong.
Okay.
I like Benedict Wong a lot. I think he's really funny. I think he's really good in everything he's in. In this movie, he plays the principal of the school.
Yeah.
And he's trying to keep everybody calm is basically his function in the whole thing. You know, he's trying to keep Julia Garner from making things worse, but he's also trying to keep everybody from like killing her because they suspect that she's doing something.
Right.
So we get this scene of domestic bliss between Benedict Wong and his husband, and they're watching some like nature documentary on TV. The husband brings him in this tray of food. It's got 7 hot dogs on it, and like carrot sticks also. Very strange, but these guys are wearing.
I know about that too.
Okay.
One of the cast members from The Whitest Kids You Know, like the biggest star of that.
Yeah, he died, right?
Yeah, and one of his big sketches was he was a doctor, or I can't remember if he was the doctor or the patient. But the doctor asked, like, what is your diet? And he goes, 7 hot dogs a day. and he goes, 7 hot dogs a day? And he goes, is that a lot? You know, he goes, well, it's not a lot. Like, so there was a whole, that was in A Whitest Kids You Know sketch.
All right, that's cool. But yeah, this like these two guys, like they're wearing like matching Disney shirts. They're just like, it's just like a sweet little scene, right? Between these two guys. And then Gladys comes knocking.
Right.
And she just invites herself into these guys' home, and she starts, like, she slices her finger open and like bleeds.
She's just doing the blood magic in front of them.
Right in front of them. And these guys are just watching her like, what is going on?
Because I need a bowl of water, please.
Yeah. And then she goes over to Benedict Wong's husband and like takes some scissors and cuts off a piece of his hair.
But what's fun is like this is is when we're finding out.
Yeah, we don't know anything is going on.
So we're like them.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, yeah, so she takes
a piece of, bowl of water sounds fine.
She takes a piece of this guy's hair, and he's like, hey, what did you just took my hair? Like, this is really strange. And we're thinking the same thing. What is happening? This is crazy, right? And then all of a sudden, she has an artifact of Benedict Wong's. She's cut herself. She's got the husband's hair. It's like, okay, here we go. He is now, she snaps the twig in half, and he is instantly weaponized. And the way Benedict Wong plays the weaponization is so funny to me. Like, his eyes are just bulging out of his head.
Yeah.
And he just immediately, you remember the video game Bonk's Adventure when we were kids?
Know.
I don't know why I remember this game, but whatever. You played this like caveman character with a giant head, and his weapon was he would just walk around headbutting everything.
I do remember that.
It's called Bonk's Adventure. Yeah. So he would just, his weapon was his head. He would just headbutt people. That's how he killed things. That's the video game. So Benedict Wong just becomes that. He
Yeah.
immediately just once he's weaponized, he has no thoughts of his own anymore. He kills his husband, and we just see him smash this guy's face in with his own head.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's really brutal.
Yeah.
Really, really shocking and gross. And also, like, really kind of hilarious if you're sick. Like, I guess maybe I'm just like, what? I thought it was so funny. Just because the look on his face is so crazy. So then once he's weaponized to kill his husband, she's like, okay, I got this guy. She sicks him on Julia Garner.
Yeah.
And he immediately runs out of the house with his arms in the airplane formation, and he's just making a beeline for her.
Yeah.
And he comes across her at this gas station where she's in this conversation with Josh Brolin. They're having this fight. And he just like pushes Brolin out of the way, and he just immediately starts coming after her, and he's going to smash her with his head just the way he did her.
Yeah.
And Josh Brolin is like trying to fight him, and he's headbutting Josh Brolin, and they have this like crazy confrontation inside the convenience store, the gas station, where Brolin like hurls his body at Benedict Wong into this like cooler case refrigerator. It's the only way we can stop him. And
it doesn't stop him.
It doesn't stop him because he's the Terminator. But Julia, she's able to, she goes out of there. She bails. She drives away. And Benedict, he's got his arms out and he's chasing after her. And then he is just smeared by a car because he's running through traffic. And you see the trail of blood and then the trail of brains as his head has been opened by this car accident. It's so gross and it's so satisfying. It's just totally crazy. But yeah, so then the end of this movie, it just kind of, we discover that Gladys gets some kind of health benefit from all of these people that she's able to enslave.
Right, she can stay young.
Right,
and vibrant.
So she kidnaps these 17 kids and breaks their minds in a way to like stave off whatever cancer, disease, magic, whatever thing is polluting her body. Right.
I thought the biggest laugh came with that very ending.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's so much going on in this movie.
It's crazy.
Like you never lose it.
Yeah.
Like you never lose your way.
Right.
But now that we're talking about it, like we never covered like the dope addict and the cops relationship.
Right.
Which is integral to every single part of this is integral to the story.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot going on. And then the thing that the scene that makes no sense to me is when Josh Brolin goes to the kid's house and he just sees a gigantic hologram of an AK-47 hovering above the kid's house.
Oh, was that a dream sequence?
I think it was
a dream sequence.
But it's just like, what does this mean? Why? Like,
I think like the kids are weaponized,
right,
and this is a weapon, and it's just like I think his dreams are, and they see Gladys in their dreams.
Well, doesn't he see the kid like turn wearing like Gladys makeup? Isn't that what happened?
But that's what happens to her.
Okay, yeah.
She's in the classroom, remember?
Oh, right, yeah. That's right. So yeah, she sees the kid wearing.
So they're like Gladys is infecting the dreams of the people.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, right. Like the cop and the junkie guy. Yeah, some of that is really funny too. Like and also really gross. Like people like the scene where the addict like takes 3 syringes and stabs the cop in the face. It's like,
and the cop was so pissed that he got stuck with the needle before, and now he's getting into the face.
Right. Man, yeah, this movie, you're right, it is overstuffed. But like
I don't think it's overstuffed.
I'm not thinking that's a bad thing. Like this movie is a lot, but it's a lot in a way that is never not fun and satisfying. Like it's just good. Like it's just a fun movie. My one nit that I will pick is I love watching these people run with their arms out. It's so funny. It's just so funny to me.
Yeah.
But at the end, when all of the kids, when the one surviving kid is able to turn all of Gladys's weaponized kids against her.
Yeah.
So then they're all chasing her down.
Yeah.
They're not running with their arms out. I was so disappointed. They're just running like kids with their arms pumping normally. And I was like, how do you miss that? How does this not happen? It would have been
Yeah, because
so.
they're weaponized the same way, right?
It would have been so much funnier because the scene where the kids are tracking her down is funny.
Yeah.
Right. Like they're like
Jumping
crashing
through windows
crashing
and-
through people's houses. Just she's running away to try to save her life, and they're crashing through houses. And then when they finally catch her, it's just like a complete orgy of blood,
Yeah.
like guts like she is just completely dismantled by these kids. It's crazy. But it would have
so
been
good. The audience was losing their shit
Yeah.
when I saw
Yeah,
that.
me too.
During that part.
I've been telling everybody, like, this movie needs to be seen in theaters. It's a great
Yeah.
movie
I
theater
think
movie.
most horror movies do. Like,
Yeah.
watching horror movies at home is fine, but it's so much more of a communal experience.
I agree. Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
comedies too.
I always say one of the best movie experiences of my life was when I saw the first Paranormal Activity. It was a packed movie theater, right?
Yeah.
And you know that movie is just like it's all very small things that are happening for most of it.
Yeah.
You know, like a door will creak open.
Yeah.
But I'm watching this movie in a packed movie theater.
Yeah.
And anytime anything happened, everybody in the audience like, ah, like it's, and you could feel the energy of everybody in the theater like on the edge of their seat. It was so much fun. It made me enjoy the movie so much more than if I had
Oh,
just
I can
seen it.
imagine because
Yeah.
that's not a great movie, right?
I don't know. I love it. Maybe it's just
Yeah?
because of that movie theater experience. I love it.
I remember seeing Independence Day in the movie theater.
Yeah.
And it was the most fun movie because everyone was just like, yeah. Like when the aliens got hit and punched the alien, you know, it's like, yeah. Randy Quaid,
yeah.
drove his spaceship. It was like we were all full of patriotism.
Yeah.
We wanted to beat the aliens. And then I saw it again and thinking it was awesome. I'm like, this movie's not that good. It was just like, it was just a great theater to see it in,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, so that's certainly my advice. If you listen to this and you get the chance, go see Weapons in theaters. You will not be disappointed. It's a really good movie to see with people. It's so much fun.
Yeah. All right, Ken. So, does Weapons get a pass pirate pay from you?
Oh, that's a pay for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Pay
think
for
this
me
movie.
too.
I don't think this movie is as good as Barbarian. I enjoyed Barbarian more, which is
Really?
Zach Krieger's first movie. Yeah, I thought that was more.
I think I like them both equally.
Okay.
And I love them both.
I thought Barbarian was more, just more of everything. It was more over the top, more fun, more. It was scarier. I don't know. I just really liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I don't like Weapons. I just think I was a little disappointed just because of how much I like Barbarian. But
Okay.
still, this movie's still definitely worth a watch and a pay.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, awesome. That's the show.
All
So
right.
should we talk about what we're doing next week?
Yeah, let me know what I'm in for.
I don't have any plan B, so I'm hoping you haven't seen these or haven't seen them in a while.
Okay.
So I want to do animated movies.
I like those.
Our first movie is going to be the new hit sensation, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Okay.
Do you know about
I
this?
do not.
You don't know anything about
I
it.
don't.
Okay, they have a #1 single on the Billboard charts right now.
Okay.
Huntrix is the name of the band in this movie.
Okay.
And they are a K-pop girl group.
Okay.
And they are also demon hunters.
Okay. I'm in.
Do you like K-pop?
I don't know if I've ever heard any song that qualifies as K-pop. I have no idea.
Okay. I'm very curious to see what you think about this.
Okay. Great.
K-pop Demon Hunters. It's a giant, massive, big, giant Netflix hit. It's huge.
Great. Is it, oh, okay. So is it in theaters or no?
No,
Okay.
Netlix. But it's massive.
Okay.
The next movie is Elio. Did you see Elio?
I did not see Elio.
Okay, so Elio's the next one,
Okay.
the newest Pixar
Sure.
movie.
Yep.
And the third one, Heavy Metal.
If I have seen it, it was a long, long time ago. I think I might have seen it like 30 years ago.
I want to say I saw it in the theaters with my dad when I was a little kid.
Oh, wow.
I have a core memory of them saying a cuss word and the whole theater just going nuts.
Okay.
Because you did not cuss in cartoons back then.
Interesting.
And I
Isn't
think it
there
was
like-
like son of a bitch.
Isn't there like nudity in that movie?
Yeah.
So it's like,
I imagine they went crazy for that too, but I remember the curse word.
all right. Yeah. I'm familiar with Heavy Metal. I think more based on parodies of it that I've seen.
Yeah.
You know, like South Park.
yeah.
But
But I haven't seen it in so long. I probably have zero recollection.
yeah,
of it.
if I've seen it, I don't remember it.
So Heavy Metal.
Yeah. All right. Let's do
So
it.
those are our three movies. We're doing cartoons.
Let's do it.
All right, cool.
All right. See you next week.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in to Pass Pirate Pay. This episode was produced by the one and only Andy Morris. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast app. We'd hate for you to miss out on all the fun. Curious about where to stream the movies we talked about? Head on over to passpiratepay.com. We've got everything listed with handy links on where to watch. You can also join the conversation on our Facebook page or stalk our cinematic musings on Letterboxd. Links are on the site. Got a movie or a TV show you think we should review? Fill out the contact form, or this is cool, you can even text us right through the episode player on our website's front page. Thanks again for hanging out with us. Until next time, keep watching, keep rating, and keep it past Pirate Pay.